Okay, grab audio summary number 23, the White House press briefing, and the spokeskid Jay Carney was asked about the latest Obama ad in which Romney is accused of killing a guy's wife. The question comes from CNN White House correspondent Brianna Kalar. The Priority Super PAC has an ad out today, Jay, that features a man who used to work in a steel plant, and it closed in 2001. This was after it was acquired by Bain Capital. The implication is that Mitt Romney bears responsibility for the death of this man's wife because he lost his insurance when the plant closed, and then in 2001, and then in 2006, 5 years later, Jay, his wife, who was uninsured at the time, died of cancer. I'm wondering if the president believes that Mitt Romney shares responsibility in her death.
You know, I have not seen the ad, and I would refer you to the campaign or to the organization.
But
I can't comment on an ad.
But you just took a very
I'm simply saying that I have not seen this, so how could I possibly assess it without?
But you can. Will you assess it later?
If you ask me tomorrow, sure.
But I just told you what's in it. Well, I can't assess it till I've seen it. Well, okay. Jay, will you assess it tomorrow then? After you take a look at it, Jay, will you assess it? Then will you answer my question tomorrow, Jay? Yep. If you ask me tomorrow, sure. If I call on you tomorrow, after I'm told what to say about it tomorrow, if we get some life out of this thing and it's still alive to it, yeah, I'll be glad to tell you how Romney killed the guy's wife tomorrow. Let's see. He's also Carney is going through backflips to keep from saying anything negative about the smears that Harry Reid's engaging in here. Okay, Jordan in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm glad you waited. You're next on the EIB network. Hi.
Hi, Rush. It's an honor to speak with you today.
Thank you, El Mucho.
My dad and I were talking last night while watching the news, and Dingy Harry's accusations came up in our conversation, so I decided to give you a call with a comment. And my comment for you today is, I find it so hypocritically baseless of the left to accuse Romney of not paying any taxes for 10 years, when in just the 2 years he did release taxes, he paid more as an individual than GE did as an entire corporation in 2010, on $5.1 billion of U.S. profits. In fact, GE went on to get a $3.2 billion tax refund. And I think their anger is both hypocritical and misplaced.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. And you're looking at it as a resident of Reelville Wood. You're looking at it purely logical, commonsensical. And in so doing, you are way above the point that they're trying to make it. All they want is those returns. I'll tell you what I've heard. Well, no, we've got a bite. Let me find the bite. Okay. Hang on. So it's a bite. Cookie, what's the bite with 100 million in it? What's the bite? What's the number? Let's see. Hang on here, folks. Hang on. What's the bite with 100 million in it? Well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, number 17. It's this clown at CNBC, Donald Dunk Sorkin, whatever it is, Andrew Ross Sorkin. Listen to this. This is this morning on CNBC Squawk Box, and they got Trump on there. Trump's on, and the co-host is Andrew Ross Sorkin, and Joe Kernan is part of this. And the question is, Donald, do you know anybody who has $100 million in their IRA?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, there are people.
So it's a rollover?
No, people exist. There's been a big...
I saw that part of what this whole debate is about, right? Well, $100 million is a lot to get in there. In terms of how he did it through putting in units from Bain that were at these what people thought was a very low basis. Right. That grew, and there were questions about that, potentially reasonable questions.
See, now that this is thought to be a window on what they want. This Andrew Ross Sorkin guy has heard that Romney has $100 million in his IRA, And that's why they want Romney's tax returns, is to see that, because they believe that if they highlight that Romney has $100 million in his IRA, that people will resent Romney, because nobody has $100 million in their IRA. So, A, if he has $100 million in his IRA, how was he able to put $100 million in there, A, and B, golly, he's got $100 million. This guy is a rich, mean SOB. That's what they want, the tax returns. There are people that work at the IRS that track you down if you haven't paid taxes in 10 years. That's what Tax Resolution Services, our sponsor, is all about, helping people. You don't... This is another thing that we end up... It's so absurd. Here we are talking about... Look at... Okay, here we are. Republicans will poison the water and poison the air, spread E. coli, Ebola. The Republicans and Mitt Romney killed a guy's wife when he shut down Bain Capital by canceling health insurance. Romney doesn't care. This woman got cancer because of Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney cared, just like Ken Starr was passing out cigarettes to kids in the playground while he was investigating Bill Clinton back during the Lewinsky business. And then, on top of all that, Republicans have been running around for 25 years and stealing money from the poor and giving it to themselves. And that's how they got rich. And it's time it all came to a stop.